Barry Hawkins gets us underway. First frame after the mid-session interval. I had a little chat with him in the interval. He seemed very relaxed and calm, as you would expect, really. Been here many times before. I didn't see Junhui, so I'm guessing he may have gone straight to the practice room. He needs to up his game, that's for sure. A little bit off from the first 4 frames.
Please play as quietly as you can. We are back in play. Thank you.
Some distance, but I think he's got away with it. Ding has to be careful here by playing this red. He doesn't want to knock any reds out of the pack and over a pocket. Doesn't want to leave that red that's closest to the pocket either. Good line. He has left this red past the green. Oh, has he? Cue ball just seemed to pull up there. I thought he was definitely going to leave this red for Barry Hawkins down the left side of the table. I'm not sure. Okay, that's super tight. He's not looking at it anyway. That rub off the green has helped. A little bit fortuitous, that. There is a red in there that Ding can pot, so wasn't as bad as I first thought. Needs to get close to the pot to miss the black. And that happened earlier in the match. He got so close, the red stayed over the pocket. Bit of good fortune for Junhui this time, though. He's got the snooker behind the yellow, left the red over the pocket. It could have been much worse.
Yeah, pretty straightforward escape for Barry. This bunch of reds below the pink. And it could be one of them situations, Sean, if Barry plays this shot correctly, we could see the balls re-racked very quickly. Oh, but now Barry didn't quite nail it, did he? A slight mistake. This red above the black will pot. So has that bit of good fortune going to pave the way for Junhui to get himself going in this match.
One.
And these are the types of situations Junhui's normally exquisite in. He's had 599 career centuries so far, as we were saying before the interval. There are players that have made more, but there aren't many. He's a wonderful break builder when he's in full flight. This is one of the little small things about a best of 11 match. If this were a best of 9, or indeed a 7, the match would be, you know, a lot closer to being over. Although he's 3-1 behind, Barry still needs 3 frames. If Ding could win this frame, he's right back in the match. All to play for. And the best of 11s are a slightly different challenge.
Yeah, I found that this week at the qualifiers, Sean. You know, tour's got quite a lot of variety these days, but it's very rare we play matches that have got a mid-session interval. It does make such a difference. It really can change the whole complexion of a match. But I think it's very important that things start scoring, obviously for his own confidence, but also just to just knocked Barry back a little bit. He's had it quite comfortable so far this evening, Barry. He has made a few mistakes. He's been the best player, yes, but
15.
on another day, could have been punished for some of the mistakes he's made. So important for Ding just to apply a little bit of pressure, start scoring a bit heavier.
Another example of Ding's more precision-like break building strategy there. Lots of players would have splashed into those reds at full pace. And some stats come up on your screen to look at. We've got the pot success of both players. 86 is very, very low for someone of Ding's class. That will rise. Safety success, 75% for Ding there. That's pretty good. 86, though, being the difference of the match so
21.
far. From Barry Hawkins, who's dominated that. Long pot success, well, 100%. Beat that. That's fairly good. Average shot time, pedestrian from both. Couldn't call either of those quick times. But as I say, it hasn't necessarily been the most fluent of games so far. As the high break stat tells the story, just 85 and 53 respectively. Points to it being a more scrappy affair. Positional success, I think that's pretty good. Total points, again, you know, nearly 100 more for Barry Hawkins. That tells its own story. He has been the better player of the match so far, fully deserves his lead. And what does part 2 have in store for us? He's like a surgeon, though, isn't he, Joe, when he's in play like this? Ding Junhui, he isn't a crash bang wallop type of break builder.
37.
And go back to the blue he played at the start of this break. Lots of players would have hit that a lot harder and got the reds moving around the table a lot more. He isn't like that. Gets in there with his, sometimes don't know if it's a snooker cue or a scalpel. He's very, very precise with his movements, isn't he?
Yep, one of the best.
44.
That's why he's had so much success. And like I said earlier on, I think that's why sometimes he just gets a bit down on himself. He knows what he's capable of. You know, he expects that cue ball to be in the absolute prime position every time he plays a shot. And when it doesn't happen, he doesn't always deal with it as good as others may do. So can just give off some poor vibes. Not look as confident as he should do at times, but when he's on, there isn't anyone better really. There's some just as good, but I don't think there's anyone better when he's in full flow. And this is just typical Ding Junhui. So he's got this red, and the red just to the left of the pink is potable.
53.
So, see here, he can play on that red, but it's a nice little bunch to go into. If he just catches the pink and on the left-hand side, he'd probably just push that red down towards this left corner. So, another controlled cannon here. Yeah, perfectly played. This is pretty much Ding Junhui in a nutshell. Got the balls open.
58.
Complete control at all times. Lots of little clever little cannons and kisses. And now he's just a few pots away from winning this frame in one visit. Just got to hold his concentration for a few more minutes.
59.
I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to see it close up, but Ding Junhui has a very, very
66.
small idiosyncrasy in his technique that not many other players have. His technique is
67.
almost absolutely perfect. We were talking earlier on what a great example Barry Hawkins is. Well, Ding Junhui is just as good. But if you watch as he takes the cue back for its final position, there's almost a little stutter in there as he starts to deliver the cue through to the strike. And that's something that's developed over the last few
74.
seasons, that you wouldn't teach that. The cue goes back, stops, comes through and
75.
stops again and goes twice. It's a little bit of a stuttery motion. It's not something that you would teach anybody, and I'm not sure why he does it. You can see it very clearly there. He takes the cue back, pauses at the top of his swing, and normally
82.
the cue returns in a one fluid motion, but if you watch, there's almost two pauses in
83.
his swing there, and he's pretty much unique, I think, in the game with that.
$90.
Well, Ding obviously did something right in the mid-session interval.
91.
This has been absolutely played to perfection, this break. So break goes to 98.
90.
Fully expect him to clear the table here. But total clearance, no, definitely make him feel better.
99.
So just this blue for the 600th career century break for Ding Junhui. Fantastic achievement to get to 600 career centuries.
104.
And what a time to do it, just when he needed it.
105.
There aren't many people in the game who've made over 600 century breaks. Another very elite club that Ding Junhui finds himself.
Thank you, foul.
That was definitely a push, though. And he's
Very
admitted it to the
7,
referee.
Ding
He might be
Junhui
bothered about that.
105.
Fabulous break, just at the right time. Gets Ding Junhui